feel like I look so tiny next to you.
Welcome to the video.
Hello guys, welcome to our channel. I'm so excited. What's up, everybody?
That guy.
No.
That guy.
Yeah.
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. No wonder. Welcome to the channel.
What's up, you guys? My name is Unique.
I'm Chris.
Obviously, this is our first video. So today we're actually going to be doing things people assume about our relationship. We do have a 10-year age gap, so I'm 21 and he's 31. He's actually going to be 32 on Thursday. Oh. So
32 on Thursday. I'm so old, I don't even know my birthday. 32 on Thursday. I'm dying slowly, but you know.
He's getting old.
And this one is 21. Yeah, but you know, she looks kind of young.
People have a lot to say about a relationship all the time.
Yeah,
They assume a lot of things, and they literally come to me and tell me. A few of these things people have actually said to my face, which is kind of rude.
But yeah, so I'm a little bit older. She's, you know, a little bit younger. The age gap is not that big, you know, it's not really that big. It's 11 years.
10 and a half.
10 and a half, but I think the biggest thing is, like, you know, I'm a really big person. She's tiny, so that with other factors, you know, people just, like, I get all the time that I'm her dad.
I've gotten really mad before that people think I'm his daughter. Because I don't see 10-year-olds popping out babies.
No, I mean, I'm not 45. Like, I guess if I don't shave, I look a lot older, but people are just, I guess, slow. Honestly, no one ever says anything but women.
Basically, I made a list of things that people have said, or things that people have told me that other people have said, and I just kind of created a list of the things, and we're basically just going to react to these things.
Before that, maybe we should give you a little bit about how we met. The light details, not the full story. But anyway, so I run a coffee shop. A few years ago, and she came in looking for a job. I gave her a job, and at some point, you know, I got promoted and I left, you know, the actual store, and that's when we started kind of like talking. I ended up leaving the company, and I don't know how, but it seemed like it was completely impossible. But you know, somehow we fell back into each other, and here we are years later. That's my view of it. I don't know.
You did it good.
So lots of details in there. That's pretty much the really boring, basic part. But it's actually the story's too much for TV. But yeah, so that's us. We've been together now. Been dating officially about a year now. Lived together. You know, we're pretty much getting ready to take the next few steps in life together. You know, not marriage quite yet, but you know, establishing, you know, credit and, you know, business and things like that. So
Let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that people have assumed about us is that he's gonna cheat on me. Honestly, this one, I definitely understand why people would think that. One, he's 10 years older than me. You know, I'm very young, naive, like easy to manipulate. So I can definitely see why people think that. That's not the case, though. I mean, from my understanding, it's not.
no, of course not. I think way before we even dated, I think I was always very clear that I didn't want to manipulate her, or even things that I felt like were just natural, you know, would seem manipulative, I just wouldn't do or allow, because I don't want to, you know, to me it was a gray area. So her being a lot younger, I never try to convince her of anything. I think that, I don't know, it's not even something I think about, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I get drunk and I talk shit, but it's all in good fun.
No, you usually tell me how much you love me.
No, I mean, talk about you cheating.
Me cheating?
Yeah.
That's not what they said. No.
Who's they? We're not gonna name names.
No.
Name them niggas. A lot of people assume that when I first got with her, that apparently I guess it was like a John.
John?
Yeah, hooker and prostitute.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess the assumption was that she's with me, you know, because I'm buying her this or buying her that.
For that.
I don't think I maybe spent $7 or $8 feeding her a couple times. When we got into a relationship, I think the understanding I gave her was more of like, we finna struggle. We have to sacrifice money to get where we want, because she was used to eating certain places and doing certain things and Ubering. And
I didn't have a car. I used to walk everywhere. So when I did Uber, she has a
salty,
car.
but Ubering to get food that she didn't need to buy.
Okay, this next one is my favorite. I think, hands down. That he's using me for sex.
No. I think.
Why would somebody assume that?
Honestly, I think you might be using me for sex, if anything.
Why?
When we first got together, I think that was.
No.
Well, no, I think in a healthy relationship, sex is obviously very important, and I think that's like a good reason we bond the way we do, because she's a freak, I'm a freak. We just have chemistry, I guess. Chemistry is the word. And we're very open and honest, and I think.
And even before, like, he told me if, like, I ever felt uncomfortable about something, like, just let him know. Like, he's never made me feel uncomfortable about anything. So that's just, again, people assume that because
again, we're
older
adults,
than me.
so adults have sex. So I think people say using because they assume that you don't.
That we're not dating, and that's.
Yeah.
He just hits me up.
She jumps my bones.
Oh. This next one is somebody's actually told me to my face.
I thought this was pretty funny. I just thought it was funny. It's kind of ironic, just based off the actual truth of it. But basically, someone suggested to her that I'm gonna purposely get her pregnant. Purposely give her a baby. Let's put this out there. I've already got four babies.
I don't have any. Those are...
If anything, when we talk about kids, it's usually her, stating that she does want to have a child in the future at some point, which I'm completely for once we're stabilized. But as far as trying to get someone pregnant, that's all the way out. That's like.
I also don't get the point of that. What is the point?
Well, I think it.
Basically, so that you keep.
Yeah, so I can keep you. So that's something that young people do that. I think more than anything. I don't think that's anything a grown, mature adult should be doing. I guess that was a hint. That she was doing that. I don't know. So I guess this one we kind of mentioned it a little bit, but.
Is that I'm too young?
Basically, her being too young.
We live in America, and once you're 18 when you're in America, you can date whatever age you want from 18 and up. So, therefore, according to the law, I am not too young.
Well, I mean, not even, I don't think, so there's two parts to that. As
know,
far as legally, when I met you, you were 19, right?
Yeah.
19, so she was 19 when I met her. When we started dating, you were 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 21.
Almost.
So when we actually started dating, she was approaching 21.
We started dating January.
So completely legal. I think the bigger thing, the only valid argument people might have on that is her not being mentally mature enough. That's people's opinions. But I think way before we got in a relationship, I was trying to teach her things. Being too young, that's under the premise that the person you're going to be with is going to manipulate you and take advantage of your mindset, when I think we both know that's the last thing I've ever, that's the least of something I would be trying to accomplish. She's too young. She is too sexy, though. You guys have nothing in common. She's a nut, I'm a nut.
The next one is that we have nothing in common. Opposites attract.
So, yeah, obviously, I'm really big and brutish, and she's small and like.
You call me a fairy.
Fucking fairy. I don't know. She's just like sprightly, like she barely exists. Like she's so tiny and fragile. I'm a big country guy. I eat just about anything. She's super picky. In a lot of ways we're complete opposites. But
that doesn't really.
We had the same sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. We have
things
good
that
conversations.
Matter. Sex and laugh.
No. Stop.
So we can say shit, but we can't say sex.
And the last one that I have, I don't know if he's I need to add is that he's basically dating a child. That kind of goes along with being too young.
Well, I think this one has to do with. So here's the thing: if you dress casual, then people usually say you.
I look young.
Yeah. So if she dressed casual, then people are like, oh, she looks 13. You know, she
But if
shows a little bit of skin.
Like this.
As soon as she, puts her makeup and then now she looks her age. Like I tell her, she'll be 40 years old and she'll look like she's in her 20s still, and everyone else will look like raisins. So
Raisins. Heard.
I already look 45 like this. So I think a few things that I find interesting in our age gap. So a lot of references I use, she doesn't get. Just either where it's jokes or just noticing something and it goes over her head, and then I guess vice versa, because she'll say things and I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
No. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, most of the time I forget that we have such a big age difference. Anyway, it's like, I don't ever look at him and think like, oh, this dude could be my father. Like, no. But I mean, he teaches me a lot, and like, he knows a lot more than me. Obviously, he's been on this earth a lot longer than me. But we're just a normal couple, like just literally so normal. There's people with bigger age differences than us. Beyonce and Jay-Z are 12 years apart, and nobody cares.
My dad, fun fact, well, not fun fact, but fact, my father was 26 years older than my mother, and she still passed away before him. And he always acted younger too.
So
he
you're
was
saying
like,
I'm gonna die before you?
no, I'll probably be dead first.
I mean, I could.
I've got like another 25 years left of me.
Do you think I'd be a cat after I died?
I could totally see you as a cat in the next
Really?
life. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I hope I am.
I feel like I'd be a tree.
A tree. Cat.
Sequoia, giant redwood.
Alright guys, so we're actually editing this video and realized that we didn't even do an outro, so we're doing one right now in the car. Sorry about the lighting. But, if you enjoyed our video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below.
In fact, we already recorded our second video, so
Stay tuned for that. And again, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.